So 4 months ago, I picked up the Z Fold 3. And you know what's funny is I'm not even suggesting that moving forward the Z Fold 4 and Flip 4, that they should even put a case in the box. Like, I understand why I don't put a case in the box, but you know what they need to put in these boxes? A microfiber cloth. Because I'll tell you one thing, this outer display, little bit of fingerprint magnet, right? The inner display, that's where the fingerprints actually are crazy. And I just spent the last like 10 minutes wiping down this inner display. You guys can see how many fingerprints are still here. There was even way more fingerprints than that. And to a point, I say every time I use this inner display, I have to wipe it down with a microfiber cloth because it picks up fingerprints so freaking much. And I have not removed the inner display, the actual protector inside this, the screen protector. I have not removed the outer one. I know a lot of people have. Me personally, I just can't get around to do it. Again, like I said, I know it won't technically break the phone, and a lot of people have done it in the past, but I just don't want to touch it. I don't want to mess with that. This is a $1,700 item, right? And this is where I feel like the price tag of this item, because I love this phone. I'm going to say right now, starting off 4 months in, I love this phone. And I use this outer display more than anything else out there. And I know a lot of people complain about this outer display. It's too small. It's not big enough. You can't get all the stuff done you want to get done. Me personally, I get done everything in this outside display. I absolutely love it. It's 120 hertz. Now it's running a stable version of Android 12. It's a really good outside display. And again, like I said, the inside display is still very good too. It just has the caveat of being a plastic display. The crease down the middle, you do definitely feel, and it's all plastic. So at the end of the day, you don't get that Gorilla Glass Victus, which you get on the outside display. Now, don't get me wrong, I still use the inside display when I am consuming media or playing games, but mainly my stuff is on the outside display. And it's just, after 4 months, the question is, can you still justify the price tag? Because there has been many sales on the Z Fold 3. Some of them going all the way down to $1,500. I've seen sales going down to $1,400. And of course, at $1,400, that's when you go ahead and start getting into the price tag range of the Surface Duo 2. That's when you start getting to that price tag range, right? So the question is, should you pick up this Galaxy Z Fold 3 for, let's say, for example, $17.99? And if I'm being honest, I say no. I say no at that price tag. The reason why I say no at that price tag is because there's so many sales that are posted almost daily, it seems like, especially during the holiday season, that you could have gotten this phone for so much cheaper than that asking price. Again, I'm not sure what the current sale is for Samsung.com, but I'm pretty sure I saw the other day they had a sale going on for the Z Fold 3 anyway. Now, what is the correct asking price for this cell phone? Which does not include a microfiber cloth. And I'm not going to make that joke the whole entire video. In all honesty, I'd say if you can get this phone around $1,500, which is very reasonable with some of these sales I've seen, I have no issue with that. It's an interesting phone. And the reason why is because it's a phone that obviously folds. That's, the key kicker to this phone, right? But it's durable and not durable at the same time. I am still, to this day, 4 months later, very leery of giving this phone to anyone to go ahead and check out when it comes to the inside display. I am so scared to show anyone this inside display and let them hold it, because God knows you have a long fingernails and they somehow press on the display by accident and they destroy it. And I know that's a weird fear, but when you spend $1,800 for an item, $1,900 for an item, you kind of have that fear in the back of your head. Because yes, this phone is waterproof. Yes, this phone can get dropped and be absolutely fine. Yes, this phone is a full aluminum shell and is being protected, that inner display. It's just that back of your head type mentality where you're always like, listen, I don't want to ruin this item, especially for the price I got paid. Now, that inner display, personally, when I've used it, has been absolutely flawless. I absolutely love this inner display. Yes, again, like I said, I have to, in the back of my head, baby this inner display, but I have used it without any hassle, without any issue at all. I've used it with the S Pen, and I've had no problems at all with this inner display. And I will say overall wise, again, like I said before, I have not removed the outer screen protector. And I don't really think you need to. I really, really don't think you need to. Yes, it's a fingerprint magnet, but if you get a good microfiber cloth that costs like $5, you can easily just wipe away all those microfiber, all those fingerprints, all those issues. But what I will say is one key thing. I saw this on Twitter before. Make sure you clean your microfiber cloth. The reason why I say that is because if there's any particles, any little grain of particles, if this is in your pocket, for example, and there's a little grain of particle, and you start wiping this display with this microfiber cloth, you will literally be smearing a particle in your display. And when it's a plastic display, that's when that kind of stuff doesn't fly. That's when that kind of stuff ends up destroying your device. Now, other than the obvious inner display, this phone did also get many different betas of Android 12. And I will definitely say now with the stable version out and everyone can get it, it's absolutely amazing. And, any issue I've had with any other phone, Android 12 really does fix. Now, if you guys have not seen my video on Android 12, pretty much I'll give you a summary of it. Android 12 adds a lot of cool features that are background features. It adds a lot of security features. It adds a lot of performance and stability issues that are fixed with Android 12. There's so much customization with Android 12. You can actually now, depending on your background of your phone, you can actually set your color scheme for your apps and also your menus depending on your background. It's a really, really cool and functioning OS, and I absolutely love it. If you compare Android 12 to Android 11, there's no comparison. Android 12 is so much better. Now, eventually, we're going to get Android 12L on this Z Fold 3, and that's going to even increase that even more, make it even a better phone. So, it's one of those things where it's like, unlike Microsoft, you can actually trust that they're going to get OS updates throughout, the whole entire next year. Even after Z Fold 4 comes out, I think we'll still get OS updates for the Z Fold 3. And again, like I said, for the price tag of $17.99, it's a lot to ask. You get the same wireless charging you get on typical flagship phones. You get the same waterproofness. You get the same USB-C connector and fast charging, which is absolutely amazing. You also do get NFC. You also do get Bluetooth. You also do get Wi-Fi, typical everything, right? And I know the last thing you would say, why did he mention Wi-Fi? That's so stupid. Everyone has Wi-Fi. You get 5G. You get 5G. Now, I said this in my last video, and I'll say it again. I feel like a lot of times people compare these foldable phones, when you got this Z Fold 3 here, you got the Surface Duo 1 or 2, and they compare them to a candy bar flagship cell phone. At the end of the day, for the most part, whenever you compare any foldable phone, strictly the phone part to this another cell phone, usually the flagship phone wins, right? I don't think that's the case with the Z Fold 3. Because, yes, when you hold it to your ear, you guys can see it looks like a regular cell phone. There's no big issue. When someone sees me holding it to the ear, they don't want to say anything. I have bigger hands, but if I do this, are you really going to say anything when I'm holding this to my ear? No. If I hold a Surface Duo to my ear, yeah, you're probably going to say something, right? Again, like I said, that's why I think the Z Fold 3 is special. Because for the most part, it has every single thing processor hardware-wise. It also comes with 12 gigabytes of RAM. It has really, really fast item. It has everything you compare a flagship phone to, plus more. Plus, it has an inner display that's absolutely gorgeous and does everything you need with really amazing outside cameras, a 12, a 12, and a 12, and then a 10 in front. Now, obviously, it doesn't have the Galaxy S21 camera scheme, but that doesn't really matter. It also has a really good battery. Thing lasts me throughout the whole entire day without any hassle at all. I don't even have to charge it overnight, which is absolutely amazing by, the Surface Duo standards where I got to charge that thing every single night. So, the conclusion of this video is I absolutely do love this phone. After 4 months of owning it, this phone is still one of my favorite phones I've ever owned in my life. And as long as you have a microfiber cloth, you're absolutely going to love the phone too. But at the end of the day, wait and look around for the correct price tag of this phone. Because now, especially with the brand new Oppo's phone coming out, that doesn't have a crease down the middle, which a lot of people do not like about this phone, is that crease right down the middle. You guys can see it right here in the video. It's not even hiding at all. But with that crease down the middle, $1,700 is a lot to ask for when the Oppo's phone just came out for around $1,200. Or the Surface Duo 2 comes out at $1,400, which I still believe this phone is a better than the Surface Duo 2. But again, like I said, look around, get the price tag correct, because at $1,500, $1,400, this phone is an automatic steal in my opinion. I know that's very expensive to ask for, a very expensive device to go ahead and talk about, but with all the functionality you get out of it, and again, like I said, that's why you kind of can't compare these phones to, candy bar cell phones, because at the end of the day, these phones are like mini computers. Yes, you could say that my iPhone is a mini computer, but reality-wise, if I go and open up my iPhone, it doesn't do this, okay? It doesn't do this, and I have this whole entire inner display that I can connect. Or, I didn't even mention this video, but I haven't been using it too much, but Samsung DeX. Samsung DeX is another really cool idea. You plug this phone into a monitor, and you now have a whole entire operating system from just this cell phone. From just this cell phone, you have a whole entire operating system. And yes, Microsoft could have did that with the Duo 1 or Duo 2 with using Windows Continuum, but they decided not to. And that's something that the Fold 3 has that is a really cool functionality and feature. And I know a lot of people might be saying, wait, why is that cool? Because imagine you're at a hotel, you don't have your PC or laptop with you, you just have a cell phone that fits in your pocket, plug this into an HDMI port into your actual hotel TV, you now have a full-on PC running pretty much. So again, like I said, you can get it for cheaper, but I definitely would still recommend the Galaxy Z Fold 3. I still love this phone, still think it's amazing. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys.